Hi everyone, this is Bree. This is my 5th Aritzia haul of 2025 and I'd like to go to the gym after this video, so that's why I'm dressed for it. Let's get started. So the first things first, we have the flourish top in the color Bow Pink, which is that beautiful light pink that I told you guys about. It is absolutely just so cute. And I love light pink. I love pink in general, and Aritzia does some really flattering shades of pink, so I'm very excited about the Bow Pink. And I actually have a few other items in the color Bow Pink, but I don't know if I've showed you guys those yet. If I have not, I will in other videos to come up. But you guys know that I absolutely love this Queen Anne neckline. It's a very classic silhouette, and I love to see it in so many pieces in like the last year or so. I love that this neckline has come back, so it's very 90s, early 2000s, which is my aesthetic, so I love this guy. Alright, so next we have the TNA home stretch long sleeve crew neck tee in the color berry pink. And again, just like I said, Aritzia does some really great pinks, so I'm very excited to have something a little bit more rich, a little bit more vibrant. You guys know that I've been trying to get a lot more into color, so I've always loved color, but I really actually need to start wearing it if I love it so much, right? So that's what this guy's for. I haven't had a lot of pieces from TNA in the recent past, so I'm excited to get back into it. And I think that this is something that it's for the most part casual, but I feel like I can find a few ways to spice it up and make it a little bit more interesting, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so next we've got the TNA home stretch long sleeve crew, it's a very long name, in the color jazz blue, the same as the last one. So I always love a cobalt blue, a rich royal blue. I love it. I always, if you make something in royal blue, I love royal blue, I might get it. So I thought that this was just something easy, just like the last one, a very plain basic. I needed basics after losing the 87 pounds. I needed basics, but not a boring black or white. I needed some color, so that's what this is. Alright, so next from Aritzia's most structured line, we have the, what is this? The everyday turtleneck. Why am I turning yellow? Nope. Okay, so we've got the everyday turtleneck hip length in the color ionic gray. When I say Aritzia's most structured line, you guys know that Babaton is definitely their more, you know, suiting wear, very serious girl, very office siren, not really, yes, a little bit, no. Very structured kind of look. So this one doesn't have any ribbing like a lot of the stuff you can expect from TNA. It's just a very simple, basic. I needed basics, so basic for basic necessities. Alright everyone, so the very next thing we have is the exact same thing, the Babaton everyday turtleneck hip length in the color constant camel. By the way, this one and the ionic gray that I just showed you, they were both on sale. They were originally like $45, and I think I got them both for $19 each, so that means it was a steal. And that's really why I got it, to be frank with you. I wasn't gonna get a camel colored turtleneck or a gray one at this point, but the price was so good, and these are good basics for somebody who's trying to rebuild your wardrobe, such as me. So that's really how these ended up here. I know gray and camel are, I was gonna say constant camel, camel, it is called constant camel, that's what I was gonna say it. I see that's what it says right here. I know those are not the most exciting things in terms of somebody trying to introduce more color into your wardrobe, such as me, but the price. That price gets me every time. So next we have the Wilfred only turtleneck in the color soft orchard, and it was originally $48, but I think just like the other ones, I think I may have gotten it for around $18.99, maybe $21.99, something like that. The price was so good, it was hard to say no. In terms of color, I would have gone for something a little bit more vibrant than this if it was not on sale, but I can make a light soft orchid color. I can make that work. I can make that a little bit more exciting for $18.99 or $21.99, whatever. It was under $25, so I can make that more exciting for a great price like that. And turtlenecks are such great layering pieces, are they not? They're just great for layering. It's always nice to have something around your neck. It feels like a hug around your neck. Hug around your neck. That sounds violent, but it's a little bit less violent than that. So yeah, I'm glad to have this. A little bit less violent. It's a lot less violent. Alright, so next we have the Babaton Curate blazer. So you guys know that I've really been getting into outerwear, blazers, jackets, and I'm very excited about this one because I normally wouldn't buy a jacket that's on sale because I would be too swayed by the sale price to know if I actually like it or if I'm just buying it because it's on sale. So this was actually something that I was able to find on sale. As you guys know, Aritzia's jackets are very expensive, but I was able to find this one a bit on sale, and I genuinely like it for what it is, not just because it had a sale price attached to it. Why? Because it looks a lot like my Aritzia standout blazer, my pride and joy from a few videos back, but it's just shorter, it's a little bit more compact. It's nice for a person with a short waist like me. Long blazers are nice for somebody with a short waist too, but this just it goes well with somebody with shorter upper body proportions, such as myself. So so I'm really excited about this, guys, and this is a beautiful shade of gray that's just gonna pair so well with a lot of the stuff that I already have. It's the color Heather Chrome, and I actually got the standout jacket in the color Heather Chrome, and then this was, you know, when I would button it, I felt like these were in the way. So this one actually just works a lot better for somebody with a bigger this is YouTube, this is a very family friendly website, so I don't think I'm allowed to say the word. Alright, so next we have another little blazer. This is the Babaton ratio blazer, and I believe I have a photo of myself trying this on months ago in Aritzia when it first came out. I don't know if it was when it first came out, but it was when they were selling it for full price. So I was like $250 plus tax for for not even it's not a full length, it's almost full length, but it's not a full length blazer, which actually works for somebody with a shorter torso like me. It gives, you know, it plays up your proportions in a different way, but still it's not even the full amount of fabric for, but it's the full price, so I didn't like that. So thankfully I was able to get this for for less than half the cost, and it is in the color Heather Blake Charcoal with a little pinstripe detailing, which is really nice because I believe I have this in a skirt that I showed you guys a few Aritzia videos back. I have the skirt version of it, so it's gonna pair really nice with the matching skirt, and I'll probably end up getting like a pair of pants in the color Heather Blake Charcoal moving forward in the future, so I can have a pants option to wear with this guy as well. Alright, so next we have the same thing, the what is it called again? I just talked about it. The ratio blazer in the color Rich Mocha Brown, and just like the one that I showed you guys before, I really like the kind of short, just a little bit short length short length that kind of accentuates somebody with a shorter waist such as myself. I have longer legs and shorter waist, so it can be fun to play with proportions, and I think that it's okay to embrace what I guess would be considered a flaw, having a shorter torso. So I think that this is just a nice way to embrace it instead of running away from it and pretending that that's not the case, when it most definitely is. And with all of the Aritzia blazers, if you have, I wear a D-cup bra, and if you wear a D-cup or bigger, you probably want to size up, or else it's just going to be way too much compression unless you're wearing a sports bra like I am today. If you're not wearing a sports bra with your blazers, which for the most part, unless you're going to the gym for some reason, which is actually what I'm doing after this video, you're not going to be wearing a sports bra. So that to say, you would otherwise want to size up. I got all of these blazers in a size US size 8. There's just, it was just bordering too, I'm not gonna be able to, you know, I felt like something was sitting on my, otherwise, you know, I felt like I was being my breathing was being impacted heavily. So unless I wear a sports bra, then it's fine. Then my breathing is not impacted whatsoever. So you just want to keep that in mind. If you wear a C cup or less, you're going to be just fine going with the regular size probably. So next we have the Wilfred Lara pant in the color dark navy gray pinstripe blend or mix in a size 6. So in all of Aritzia's leggings, skirts, pants, jeans, I wear size 6 in those. And in the jackets, if it doesn't have space to accommodate for larger chest, remember code words, then you're gonna have to, or you might want to size up C, maybe even a C cup. Yeah, I'm a D cup, 34D I think, 3060, 3060. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go check if you want to know. But I'm definitely smaller on the top and larger on the bottom. So this is just a matter of the chest, because you can't breathe if they can't breathe. They have to breathe if you want to breathe. Literally, it will impact your breathing not having a jacket that fits properly on the chest. So that to say, I've never gotten so much into, you know, proper dress pants, elevated kind of pants, because they're more complicated for curvier bodies. You know, there's puckering, there's pleating, there's all sorts of little details that you have to accommodate for. But I figured, you know, just let it rock. You know, let's do it. I'm gonna just do it. They might be more recommended for straighter body types, but let's just do it. It's 2025. I'm not limiting myself anymore to the confines of what somebody with a particular body type is supposed to be doing or not be doing. So there you go. So we have the Lara pants again in the color just black. I did not mention it to you guys about the other ones, but these originally came cuff, like you guys see the ones that I'm holding in my hand right now. But I uncut the seam on the other ones, and I'm gonna go to a tailor and have them basically, I want the pant to be a lot longer, and it has a lot of extra fabric at the bottom, so I decided just cut the seam myself. That's gonna make the tailoring a lot less expensive, and I'm gonna have somebody that I think might give me a good price on all of the pants that I'm showing you guys in this video, because unfortunately that's the case with several of the pants. Aritzia does do long pants in some of their offerings, but most of them they don't, for one. And even in the ones that they do, unfortunately, that they carry in size long sizes or petite sizes, not just the regular sizes, unfortunately, if they offered the pant in maybe like 15 different colors, then the specialty lengths such as petite and such as long would only be in like three colors out of the 15 color offerings. So I figured, you know what, buy pants with a lot of extra fabric at the bottom for whatever reason. It's, in this case, it's because it has a cuff, you know, then cut the seams and then have somebody sew it to the length that you want. And no, that means I might not have the cuff at the bottom, but that's okay. I can live without the cuff. And why these two, you ask? Or maybe nobody asks, but I'm telling you that whenever you see something that is low-rise, these are marketed as low-rise pants, and low-rise pants is a great option for somebody with a short torso as myself, because it lengthens my torso just a little bit. So next we have the Wilfred Praise pants. They're a full-length mid-rise wide leg pants, and I think I told you guys, just like the other ones, I got this in a size 6. And these were on sale. Actually, all of the bottoms, everything in this video except the first 3 items, everything else was on sale. And some had much better sale price than other, as you guys know from Aritzia. But these are in the color Heather Nomad Taupe, and these were marketed as a mid-rise pant, but again, I have a very short torso, so in my opinion they're kind of on the high-rise the spectrum of being high-rise. But in terms of buying things that are more complementary for my body type moving forward, not in terms of what my weight is, no matter what my weight is, I'm always going to have a shorter torso and longer legs. I cannot lengthen my legs in any way, and quite frankly I wouldn't even if I could. I am that I am. So I like to get things that are mid-rise and low-rise, because with somebody with a shorter torso, even though I'm 5'10", it still comes up kind of high in my opinion, you know, like past the belly button, around the belly button, even though it's supposed to be mid and low-rise. So it's just a little bit about playing with proportions in my opinion. Next we have the Praise Pant, again the same one I just showed you, again size 6, full length, mid-rise, a little bit more casual than the originals that I showed you, not the originals, the Lara pants that I showed you, because these ones don't have any pleating or puckering, and these ones are mid-rise. Although, wouldn't you think that a mid-rise is less casual than a low-rise? But, you know, that's subjective. That to say, thankfully, both these two last pants that I showed you, BRB. I had to change my battery mid-sentence. You guys know I like to talk a lot. An extrovert, what can I say? But just like the last couple of pants that I showed you guys in this video, thankfully, so they have folded under and sewn a little bit, not that much, but a little bit extra fabric, about 1.5 inches extra fabric, that I'm going to rip the seams down and then have somebody re-sew it, so these pants can end up being longer for me. I like really long pants. If it's dragging on the floor a little bit, that's okay with me. And by the way, I know that the two black pants looked really similar, but I wanted to prove to you that actually these are two different ones, so I'm showing you them side by side right next to each other. So these are the mid-rise and these are the low-rise, because what kind of fashionista would I be? And look, these ones have the pleats and these ones are relatively smooth in the front. What kind of fashionista would I be if I only had one pair of black dress pants? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun putting it together for you, and I'm going to be filming the very next Aritzia haul very soon and putting it up for you, so go ahead and keep a lookout for that. And in the meantime, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. I'm going to put it somewhere here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!